Welcome back to Total War Pharaoh in part 16 of our Amenmesse campaign. In today's episode, we are here a turn later with Amenmesse. I brought him on up the Nile here to try to reinforce Amenmesse in his assault on Mian proper. It looks like Ajamat has something to say about it. They were able to recruit up a pretty elite force of Kushite spearmen and some Nubian longbowmen, so we have our own fairly elite army to face down his. We are definitely in the deficit in terms of infantry, so hopefully we're going to be able to hold the line long enough for our chariots and archers to pick down the rest of his and turn the tides for us. Pharoah thinks we are going to get absolutely slaughtered here, and we are in a march stance, so everyone is going to be a bit tired to start. Luckily, we should be able to recover some of our vigor as long as we are standing in one position, and the map looks like we have a nice choke point. We can try to force them down, and depending on what this little blue area is, if it's kind of like a swampy area, it'll slow these medium infantry down a little bit further and allow us to try to pick them off with fire arrows that much more before they actually manage to clash blades with us. Let's see if we can hold the line. So Amenmesse to battle. Alright, so we actually are on the low ground, even though it was showing us deploying on this side. That's not great. What we should do then is try to push them along the Nile as much as we can. Try to light the forest on fire as they come on in. Or we can try to hit them as they are funneling down from the certain areas. So let's find out. Let's go ahead and grab the spearmen. We actually need to keep these guys pretty close to our lord. Help it, they're going to be the lads taking the brunt of the fighting.
Fight with honor.
Like so. We'll have the lord either behind or off to the side so we can get a flank. Go for Nubian swordsmen on this side.
It is decided.
Pesh wielders behind them. We have the Kushite runners also hanging out behind the line to find a target.
The might of Nubia.
Nubian chariots definitely to zoom around the outside there. Have chariots and runners as a group.
Fighters of Nubia.
Infantry are very limited. Mounts of infantry. Slings up front to try to take the brunt of enemy fire, and then we'll have all of our longbows
Get it done. We will succeed.
around the back there. We have a lot of longbows.
In your
Problem
places.
is, so do they. I'm gonna try to move up, force them to either come down at this position or down this other one. We can light the trees on fire as we retreat. We'll see if we can make it happen. Move our lads to about this area. Get everyone running. They're going to be exhausted. So you know what? Let's set them up on top here and try to have them sitting and doing nothing from there. Being tired here is going to be a huge deficit. So let's sit up here and just start launching arrows as they come on across.
Embrace the searing heat of the sun god.
It is sweltering, is it not? So current weather sweltering, and is it the entire battle? So when you're on defense, does the weather not change? Or you're just maybe unable to see the forecast? Everyone set up, cover as much vigor as you can. If that's even something we're able to do. You attacked me.
I am done taking that
Just
over.
swarming around like looks like ants. The hive mind has not quite figured out their battle strategy. I love the green motif that Buhin is rolling with. Oh, good, here they come. Realize that we're going to try to become not tired in our attempt to win. Those chariots keep moving around. Hold them back a bit.
Onward.
Doesn't look like we're going to be able to recover any of our vigor, so let's go ahead and set up into position. We'll have the spears.
Power and pride.
Move up.
Making it happen.
Go with them. Preparing to switch sides. As soon as they're into position, we'll go ahead and set up, have them start spear wall.
Fighters of Nubia. Never falter.
Stay up on the hill and fire at us, which is very fair. Makes sense to me.
Power and pride.
Off these Nubian longbows. That sounds beautiful.
Fighters of Nubia! Ready to fire!
Got no one down here that is they're one of their archers yet. So there's the Nubian longbows. You guys stay here.
Swordsmen! To victory!
Them as much as we can. Let's go after their
Archers,
lord,
shoot! Power and bright!
Archers,
which is exactly what they're doing as well.
to battle!
All right, everyone here, go ahead and switch over to fire arrows.
The sun god guides our flame this day!
All of the intent to light them ablaze. Let's pull these Nubian chariots around. They've given us a nice,
We will triumph!
weak spot here to go ahead and exploit.
Fighters of Nubia! For Egypt! To battle!
All right, switch you guys over to melee. Charge right into these spears.
Fight hard!
Pretty well decimated those Nubian longbows there.
Storm!
And their lord is down to 30 men. We're in trouble now though, because here comes the spears. Actually, you guys go ahead and pull back.
Nubian marksmen!
Switch over to non-flaming ammunition.
I am invincible!
The lord's getting bombarded with arrows now.
Aim for their heart!
Alright boys, one around. We desperately need you to eliminate the enemy archers.
Meet your end! To bloodshed!
Dash guard, come on in.
Fight with honor! Release!
Deal with these individual units fighting our lords. You guys got caught, that's fine.
Break their necks!
Go through, even though you're light chariots, you got this.
Slay them!
We'll lose a few of them on the charge through.
Cut through them!
Archers, fire!
Actually held the line pretty well. Let's charge on in and at least catch this unit so they can't make it in to battle.
Meet your end! We will
You guys just rotate a little bit. We should be able to annihilate this line
ready. Loose arrows!
here.
Bring them
Beautiful
down.
chariots. Good work.
On our way!
Through.
Bring them down!
Got no abilities to go ahead and activate even on. We can go ahead and have them advance. Heroic advance sounds great. Slice through them, Kapesh guard.
Hard men!
Scared of you? Never. Well, let's get our light chariots on this side moving through, otherwise they're gonna have a very bad day getting run down by clubs. Come on through and help out with this group. Get our lord away from the burning forest there.
Arrows ready!
Send them
That's
around.
point blank flank fire. A pile of Buhin bodies here. Buhinese? What would you call them? Okay, they're going for the fire shot. A bold strategy.
Roll out!
The rollout makes me chuckle 100% of the time. I can't help it.
Slay them! For glory!
Everyone, let's move over to this other side here. Duel these other bowmen. You three
Kushite sling!
deal with those fools quickly, and then you guys go after those clubs. Follow them into the burning woods if we can. Oh, we forgot the... We guess we missed the attack order.
After me!
Line up there and then attack.
Fighters one! Forging ahead!
Facing off those archers. Looks like good stuff to me. Let's have the Kapesh guard attack here, and then everyone else can go through.
On the move! Together, brothers!
Cleave through space-time and souls.
Fighters of Nubia! Die!
And roll back through. And our other Nubian chariots can just keep chasing off those archers.
Fighters one!
And there's the victory. Auto-resolve proven wrong yet again.
Spill blood!
Beautiful. Well, I have a whole bunch of Buhinese to run down. Definitely not their name, but that's what we're going to call them. I'll catch you in a moment. Yeah. That's right. Try to attack me in March stance. That dastardly stuff isn't going to work here. We are definitely going to have them serve Egypt for 15% replenishment. Alright, we are still not in collapse, thankfully. Let's check our core positions. Looks like some plots are underway to deal with our Viceroy of Kush. Not today. Let's go ahead and undermine.
The
Calls right a bit
well-educated
further there.
should always work together.
the well-educated. And then let's see if we can't... I bet she's the one that's performed the, whatever kind of plot it is against our Viceroy. Let's find out. We were
Further
wrong.
proof that we are of a more civilized people.
Very true. Until our next civil war kicks on in. Luckily, we are so far ahead of everyone else, they're going to need around 156 actual legitimacy to challenge our claim to the throne, so Osret being the highest up there, if we can move up and either subjugate her through violence or through something more along the lines of negotiations, we are then that much closer to making sure we never lose our Pharaoh ship. Extra food in Buhin is likely a good call. Before we do any building, though, let's
I will
continue to
take
be
what
violent.
is owed to me by any means.
Looks like there's a lot of defenders in this garrison, but we can just bypass that entirely.
Warrior of Nubia.
And has met your job is going to be hunting down this poor fool.
I live for this.
I live for this. You might have to fight it. Add me in victory, huh? Well, it's going to give us a close victory, but it's going to damage a lot of our men there. I think that's fine. We'll take it this time. A couple scratches. Oh, the spin move. A very slow one, too. You're lucky.
You fought bravely, brothers.
Fought bravely. Yeah, we'll take the extra food and bronze, and we'll
You are
have you
prisoners no longer.
move on over to assist
My
with the
time is
siege of
now.
Hapa. Sounds good to me.
Prepare to disembark.
God, Pharaoh.
Then our reinforcements can engage these reinforcements, no matter how many there are. Although, the other thing we could have them... Oh, it's too late. We could have just surrounded the settlement, and then they wouldn't be able to reinforce. We could have just kept them out of it that way. We can go for a bit more movement, and maybe that'll give us what we need. Let's see. Oh, no luck.
Battle is my calling.
That's fine. Amenmesse,
True
the field.
Pharaoh.
We are unafeared of
I
your
won't hold
reinforcements.
back.
Okay, so you've got some renowned Nubian longbowmen. Quite dangerous if I didn't have my own elite archers to snipe them out with. Deal with Hapa, we're just going to lose quite a few. I don't think we want to lose really any troops, because we're definitely going to have to deal with yet another army being built up in Miam there to the north. So let's get in there and annihilate Edsikmoy? Edsikmoy. Edsekmoy. We've got the name down. Let's burn his town. Alright, dry to sweltering weather. I'd like some rain in Egypt. It's very rare, but they can happen in the kind of provinces next to the Nile. Okay, so we should go for our city longbowmen. Would love to see how much damage we can get on the just the normal. This is going to be kind of also a bit of a sciencey test. Let's set up slings up front here, and then we'll keep 2 of the Tassetti back to fight. I guess we don't really need 2 of them. We'll keep 1 Tassetti. Both of the armored archers.
We will stop at nothing.
Something along those lines. Let's get them both forward a little bit here, and then we'll grab armored spears. Keep them contained.
We will stop at nothing.
We don't exactly know where they're going to spawn in at.
Get it done.
Kushite runners to rush in from behind and annihilate them. This is going to be where our chariots are as well.
Never falter.
There we go.
For my legacy.
For my legacy. We'll keep 1 clubman just in case they do manage to break through.
Yes, to glory.
And this will be
I will not
SEAL
speak
Team
ill of those about
1.
to die.
Of course, I'm going to separate these guys. That way I know where my uber quick troops are. You all can be in guard mode. Amenmesse's force can be worried about annihilating these lads from over here. Got a centralized tower, but I think that's fine. So let's go.
I'll see to it.
You 3 up front. I'm going to have you
Anything
angled a
for
bit.
Victory. Anything for victory.
Change the battle strategy immediately. We're going to have them both angled on both
It is
sides.
decided.
Amenmesse ready to flank over here.
So shall it be.
Hero Guard ready to flank on the other side. The Tassetti to be monsters.
Assume formation.
Get it done.
Can't wait to see just how much damage we can get, even on medium shields. So they've
Get
got
it done.
the
These fools
aim
do not
true
stand
ability,
a chance.
which is going to block or ignore missile block chance. So we're going to see just how much damage we can actually get out on the enemy. that is medium armored with some shields, with the, I guess, the biggest shields possible. See how much damage that is actually going to be coming on out. Battle begin. Oh, good grief.
To victory!
Shield wall immediately.
Fighters of Nubia!
You guys charge on back. We'll have the Kushite runners do the same. Chariots scoot along the side here.
Make it happen!
And let's crash into these Nubian clubmen. Our spearmen, they're going to take a lot of damage. They're definitely saying, ah, shoot, I can hear it. And we learned from the last episode that we cannot pull the screen towards us, otherwise... Or at least drop this this panel here. Okay, so Giuseppe, aim true. Both of you. And as soon as they do get into range, let's go ahead and annihilate them. Bring you guys to the sides either way here.
On the move.
Glorious combat!
Okay, so you all break these spears.
Cut through them! Fighters of Nubia!
See how much damage we can get. Amenmesse, move on this group.
Viceroy of Kush.
Meanwhile, the uncoordinated side.
Aim and release!
All these spearmen we have.
Swordsmen!
Move to the front line. Those are the wrong clubs. This is strangely unorganized here for the new units.
Into position!
Here, archers, go ahead and fall back.
Archers! Pushing on!
Not exactly what we want to see to start here.
Meet your end! Always ready!
Chariots come on around.
Forging ahead! They run from Nubia's might! Melee weapons! Die!
Melee weapons.
Loose arrows!
You chariots are getting bogged down a little bit too much. Let's go ahead and pull you through.
Roll out!
Over on the other end, we have
Meet your end!
more or less eviscerated them, but they have troops that are coming in from the sides as well, so let's just deal with those guys real quick. The Shites never miss. Chariots bring you on around. And how well is... Yeah, these guys are gone. Well, aim true seems to be working very well for us.
Into position.
Take both of these guys here off of aim true.
To battle!
You can't deactivate it. Or maybe it already has been. Either way, we'll let them deal with our foes from afar.
Power and pride!
Pharaoh Guard charge in and break that first group.
Destroy them! Fighters of Nubia!
Chariots
We
now
have
can move
broken
in.
their spirit.
We have broken their spirits. Hey, what are you guys up to? Fall back.
Follow me, men.
To victory!
Fire on the flanks. You charge on this group here.
Power before me.
Ooh, there's spears hiding in the woods.
Onward! Forging ahead!
Alright, well, then we'll light the woods on fire. If it has to be like that, it has to be like that.
On our way!
I am
Old
not
traffic
done
jam on
today.
this side.
Into position.
Getting bogged down in
brothers.
the swampy water there. You two go help.
As one! Devastate them!
Dash guard, move on in as well.
Onward!
First group's gone. And just like that,
Marching!
looks like we've got him. These spearmen are charging directly into flaming arrows. Ooh, axes too. Right in the side.
Run,
Victory,
brothers!
Amenmesse. And the battles get so much more hectic when they all start streaming out of
They posed no
the settlement to
challenge.
fight you, as well as the reinforcements coming on in. But they were dealt with pretty brutally there. We're gonna go ahead and just occupy Hapa as is.
Occupy the
It
city.
is Egyptian sacred land. We don't want to destroy
The
it too much.
gods reward determination.
Indeed.
Warrior of Nubia.
Where? They're down to Miam and Respa, it looks like. Sounds good to me. Let's come on into our Thutmose actions. We can come on into either finding a route in the night to reveal the enemy garrison, more morale, or replenishment disabled for our own armies in the area. Encourage deserters. I'm here for that. We're not going to be getting as elite of a force coming in to help us. We've got lots of reinforcements that are a little bit more in the melee focus. Plus, their garrison should be damaged to start here, and it will not be able to replenish it all. That's fantastic. We'll bring in the secondary army to surround the fort, and then from there we should be able to pretty easily crush them. We're gonna go after Respaw first.
I will take what is owed to
We got
me
one more conquest
by
action
any
before
means.
taking them down fully.
Amenmesse, Pharaoh of Egypt.
Perfect. But Hapa, they've got the native muster field. Actually, may not be a bad call. Delete both of these buildings, though. In Shima, what can we go for? Ooh, they've got a gold sifting operation. Kush hides its gold just about anywhere. In stone as well as in the mud of the Nile. One simply has to look for it hard enough. It's not even a gold mine, and it's able to have the gold. Interesting. I wonder what denotes this. Oh, I see. You can actively see the gold mine on the map. That's very cool. Lions as well. Not ones that we can send into battle, sadly. No battle lions here. Let's take Buhin up to the Vizier's palace. It'll only take a single turn. It's crazy. It's a very strong bit of research there. I believe that was just the reverence. Construction time and construction cost faction-wide for all administration centers and cult centers. I guess by 50% it means down to 1 turn. We'll take it. 1 more turn before we have the 15% more food when allied with Egyptian factions. Really well, we could drop construction time even further for all of our outposts. Our military has been performing very well, so we can kind of focus on the civic side. We could then focus on the military once we're dealing with all of the invasions a little bit more. Plus, it'll allow us to field much more angry armies that much faster. Before I take you into
The
any
fire of Nubia.
stances, we should probably just snag a few more Kushite spears
I
just
need
to hold the
more
line.
blades.
You do indeed need more blades that don't cost bronze.
Endlessly wealthy.
Glad you know. So, Papa also has a fort. I don't think we need one here. I'm going to demolish this fort in place of... We'll keep the lookout post for the spearmen. And the trading post for the extra production, but then we'll replace this one with a one of the deity outposts. Likely just the one for Set there. I realized that we actually are already worshipping Anubis. We claim his grand temple as well. It'd be very cool if that gave you an extra bonus for worshipping Anubis, if you had his grand temple. Which it doesn't really look like it does. It just gives you 250 favor, which is pretty strong. To be fair. Back on the home province. I don't see too many invasions. We'd have to zoom all the way in to actually see them. Looks like the Libu have been suppressed for now.
Warrior
That means
of
Alcazar
Nubia.
and I believe I have Amenmesse down
Warrior
here as
of
well.
Nubia.
Need to recruit up some more troops. Amenem's at 18 out of 20. But I think for now his job is just going to be kind of bouncing around the oasis and keeping an eye out for the Libu. Which is a boring job, but someone's got to do it.
I am in your hands.
Prayer to Isis.
Death to my enemies.
We'll bring you up to the prayer to
Hear
Isis
me.
as well.
Hear me.
We do honestly need 2 armies over here on the side to defend both sides. He's at march stance. We'd rather not go into
Prepare for anything.
in camp.
Get some fires going.
Try to gain that trait for us. It's more Libu, I guess. What's going to allow us to outperform the Libu coming on in to face us? They don't have a lot in terms of armor, so these skirmishers probably not. But the Libu warriors are going to be way better than the raiders, just for the bonus versus axes, or bonus versus shields. These guys only cost food. Let's grab one more of the
Make your
food variant.
name or die.
Take your name or die.
Are you strong enough?
Alright, Alcazar, you've got your troops.
I'll prove
And
myself.
then I'm having we
worthy.
need some more as well. Fairly elite archers. These Kushite archers I'm not the biggest fan of, but I like to put them in forts more than anything else. Let me just grab another one of the Libu chargers for you guys as well.
When I
Libu
call,
raiders
you
and then
answer.
another unit of slings.
Line up. Let me
Line
see.
up. The Oasis, I would love to throw in the city guard compound. 16. And no one's going to be breaking this settlement. Not with all of the towers we have. We haven't gotten to fight a single defensive major battle. Hopefully we can change that soon. Skill points for Amenmesse.
Ooh,
He's
Pharaoh.
going to continue to move up his fortitude here. More replenishment rate and melee defense. And he has unlocked the Overseer of Gold, so we're going to go ahead and grab ammunition, immunity to heat, strong vigor for Kush. That is a very tough call. I think we're going to remove your strong vigor in place of extra gold. Immunity to desert attrition is just too strong to not have. And then the extra ammunition for all of our bowmen is also too strong to not have. But now we're going to should be getting a lot of extra gold and then more influence in whatever province he's sitting at. That is awesome. We even have plenty of, so we're at 7 more skill points total. I think the max is 30 for them, if I'm not mistaken. So we should be able to kind of focus on one of these others here that's a little bit more elite. Rid of the commoners really would be pretty solid. Each holdout time. Ambush chance is not the most exciting. The Blood of Old Kush would give us a lot of armor. We just need 11 ardor. That's the one we might beeline towards.
God,
For armor for our medium tier units. We've got so much land. Let's go into our province tab now to kind of zoom around like this. 4 workforce in Kawa. Nothing to really replace though. Province is complete. It's Kerma. Well, any of our stone producing settlements we can actually put the obelisk in at instead. We're good to go there. Just kind of zoom around, check. That's all of the provinces we own, so start building up some more growth in Muhin. Definitely need to try to get some actual troops in the fort in Buhin as well. Beyond that, we're doing quite well for ourselves. Reminders are in for the turn. Let's go ahead and jump into diplomacy just to see if we can grab any non-aggression packs.
Born to do
We'll check that out. Ask us who's the strongest. Also at war with the least. Trading with Bay. Probably not a bad idea. The Bay looks to be trading with absolutely everyone.
I fight for my brothers.
I don't know which
I will
Canaanites are
unite my
friendly.
people.
So for now, we will just
I
negotiate
stand
with
forward.
Damascus.
Make your offer.
This is at least a city name I know. Welcome, Yasub. And then you can give me some goodies. How much goodies are you willing to give me? He's really not. See how much stone you have. Let's take... we'll take 500 of it. I can give you some of my gold. Say 15. 49, 48, 45. Let's just do 47 gold, call it there.
I can agree to that.
You can agree to that.
We
All armor
Anyone else wants to become a vassal?
glory.
We would love new vassals in the Pharaoh for Pharaoh's glory. See, now I'm starting to figure it out.
Never back down.
No one else has yet, though. A few of you fools are out there still wearing crowns. Disrespectful. Okay, so Saw now would like to trade some of my stone for food. I mean, that works for me. Who are all you at war with? Casca, Libu, the Phrygians, and the Teresh. We're getting all sorts of new friends just because we're at war with all of the same invaders. Someone else wants more of my stone. All right, that's a step too far there, my friend. We need your strength, and you need our cunning. Actually, don't. So be it. Peace be with you. Guard your caravans. Well, that's a threat. Listen, sand demons, I don't take well to threats. Court intrigues, idle compensation. No. I have so much gold, getting 50 is not going to be worth losing my court.
Spirit and pride.
I guess we were already out of recruitment for this province since he already was. It does
Power
make
and
sense.
pride.
Akadazar, you come on up. We're just going to have you sprint around and march.
Get ready to move.
We need to move fast to catch up with the Sand Raiders. They're completely unhindered by the Sands themselves. What is this army up to? Oh, they're causing problems too.
I doubt you can say anything to sway me.
Listen, brother, I'm not interested to sway you. I'm trying to destroy Miam. Well, it looks like...
I stand strong.
Is it because they're my, Yeah, it is entirely because they're my ally. He's using his army of one for evil on our side instead of against our outposts now. Guess what we're here for. We'll take it.
Ruler of all.
Amenmesse, you move up to trade. A bit of,
Amenmesse.
upkeep production.
Pharaoh of
That's
Egypt.
insane.
Battle is my calling.
We'll just move as a group here. Miam looks awesome. This is the cult settlement for which of the gods? Let's find out. It is actually for Isis. Interesting. Well, the people should open the gates up and welcome us in then. That's definitely how it's going to work.
Driven by
Amenmesse, we're going to bring
justice.
you
Fortune
very
ahead.
aggressively towards Respa. We want them to have no reinforcements and nowhere to run once we've wiped out this settlement. So I'm going to go into march stance.
Get marching.
This army can surround the
I
fort.
live for
And
this.
from here, we can just karate chop this army and turn around and go after Miam.
I'll bring those walls down.
That's a pretty elite force hiding in this garrison. I don't even want to deal with them. We are going to set up some siege towers. Sap the walls a little bit too. And we shall continue.
Face me,
We
cowards.
definitely needed to let him replenish a little bit. Hopefully,
Fancy meeting you here.
either way, we should have plenty of time to take down Respa. For our next royal decree, construction time reduction for all of our administrative outposts, religious outposts, and economic ones. Extra influence for provinces with monuments. Extra gold. That's moving us towards the mercantilism, which is actually pretty solid. Upkeep reduction faction-wide is something we probably want sooner rather than later. Can't tell if it's saying this is both for tier 4 units, though. If that's the case, what can we snag over here? Extra XP from chariots. Faction-wide ammunition and reload speed for rank 4 chariots, which is interesting. Income from all sources and provinces with max idle workers. Power of the people. I think the power of the people is something we want to go for. Yes, let's come through these lines just all the way down. Enlightens society. Workforce when temple completed. No, let's go through this line. We'll have to force it our own way then. That's fine. Our happiness is well and truly sorted across the board here, even though we are in very hard. Excellent stuff. Shima's a little bit down further south. Once we have conquered Miam, it is likely time for us to do a bit of consolidating of our forces and probably trying to recruit up another army. We definitely need to make sure we can afford one in terms of food. So more farmland in Muhin. Only up to 5% more production, so yeah, I think that's definitely the way. More steam. I'm gonna get more food from the farmland or the fishing village. From the farmland. I don't mind speeding that along next turn, maybe, if it's gonna give us a lot of gold, though.
Here we are.
Continue to power
The
up our
center
discrediting
wealth
of
and influence
Falsret.
in Egypt.
And I'm just gonna go ahead and We have one more turn to halt it. So let's see if it's the Vizier that's up to nonsense.
Seeking my favor is very sensible
It
indeed.
sure is. He wants to try to become the new Viceroy of Kush. We will be halting that next turn. Or he's already at a 0% chance, though. You don't even have to halt that. He is but a fool. More fishing. But meanwhile in Papa, is that because it's just the terrain itself? We've got more lumber camp and the Shaduf farm here instead. Interesting. We're gonna go for the water well here after we grab more food. Up to 235 or 240. I don't want food because we have gold mines here. Labor camp and a lovely gold sifting operation. This one gives us the most food. 250. Let's demolish this one and see how much we can handle without it. We'll put all the food in over here at Buhin and the Shudaf farm in Hapa. That is the plan. Plus, we'll get lots of food through Miam and Respa as well. There's apparently a ton of food settlements all along the Nile. And then if you want stone and bronze, you'd have to go out in the desert a little ways. And Pa can grab the guard tower. We absolutely will. We need to keep our stone very safe. Final Conqueror action in Miam. Find a route in at night. Hire an infamous warlord, or rouse the native warriors. Well, even though this costs a little bit more, we get much more elite troops, so that's going to be definitely the way, taking us up to 300 native support. And after the battle, we'll gain a little bit more replenishment rate and 250 stone. Stuff. I'll say that the Thutmo's Conqueror actions are overwhelmingly powerful. I'm not sure if the AI is able to actually activate one of these against you, so if they're able to take up their own ancient legacies, but if they are and you have a Thutmose one against you, I don't know what you're supposed to do if you don't have an army sitting there waiting. Oh, construction. Buhin. Yes, I absolutely want to throw in the Shrine of Set there. Keep working towards that tier 3. Since we have a single bit of buildable opportunities here, I think we'll just wait. We'll just keep building up the workforce growth. Survey our areas. We'll zoom on back down towards our next conquest. We'll end the turn. Alzred actually wants a non-aggression pact. Scared, are you? Since you're asking me to pay for it, I'm gonna have to tell you to buzz off. You fail to realize a good deal, and so do you. Okay, so the people of Buhin somehow have recruited up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 troops in a single turn. Something I wish I could do.
Go back for now.
Alright, the turn is ours. We can continue our plan either way. Let's go ahead and surround the garrison. Fool.
We need siege equipment.
We really don't, though. You just are here to keep them busy.
Royal
And then
Prince.
Amenmesse can dropkick Respa.
Without mercy.
Yep, no reinforcements, and we'll just give this one the auto-resolve. Poor fools. Ooh, right in his tummy. Normally you're supposed to dodge those. There goes
Another
Corey.
step closer to my goals.
Another step closer to our goals.
This city
And
belongs
more
to
sacred
us.
land for Amenmesse.
Patience brings profit.
We've gained a Egyptian healer. That's about it.
Worldly warrior.
Amenmesse doesn't necessarily need more replenishment rate, but he
The
might.
fire of Nubia.
So Henizmet is currently rolling with the Pickpocket and the Canaanite Consort. You're just going to be the guy that's really good at making us friends with everyone else. Congratulations. You've won. Great if we could sell some of our ancillaries. We've got lots of them that we're not really using, but also we guess once we have more generals, they'll be useful then. Yep. The garrison has now flipped to our side.
Set up camp.
Skip set you up in a camp stance for some replenishment. Got Miam and the Dungle moving on actual Miam. How'd you guys lose the settlement?
Viceroy of Kush.
You better have strong nerves.
In his met, we can give... You don't have any actual elite troops of the Pharaoh. Give you some of the royal archers. No one's got any Braves of the King just yet. We haven't really run up against any enemy chariots
Hard men for a
yet.
hard job.
We can be a little bit arrogant for now. I flip that word all the way around on itself.
Death to my enemies.
You stay in march, just keep zooming along
I
the
am in your hands.
outposts here.
I'll prove myself.
And I'm going to do the same, but staying more towards Tempa proper. Because we can move through to karate chop the Kirkur Oasis without them paying attention.
Maybe I should cut off your head.
Maybe I should cut off your toes. Casca invaders, Libu invaders, Teresh, and the Phrygians can both throw threats out for no reason. Trading with Pharoah. Has a non-aggression pact with me. Apparently he still wants to cut my head off. Yeah, Amenmesse does that. Talking about how fabulously wealthy you are all the time tends to sour everyone's mood.
Courage is everything. Into
As you
your
go into a
positions.
march stance, ping
Keep
pong
moving.
around these other outposts here. You can always just have Amenmesse strike the Kirkur Oasis as soon as he's claimed Miam too. What's a fort? Kushite archers then. And some more of these Libu, just tribesmen.
Mighty warrior.
Have you snatch up some more troops. Oh, you're in march stance, so no troops for you.
On my way.
On my way. It's now time to have the locals fight beside us and claim Miam. Beautiful.
I bid you welcome to the
He has
halls of
0%
the
chance. His legitimacy is in the toilet. He's still gonna try it though. Very brave. We'll give him that at the very least. Since there's only one turn left before Shimsu Hor, let's just go ahead and see if we can embezzle some money and blame it on Tazaret.
Make sure you put this to good
Oh,
use.
we can't blame it on Tazaret. That'll be too much. We'll do the Vizier then. 68% chance to succeed, and we'll just spend a little bit of gold to make sure we embezzle properly.
I could trust a fellow Egyptian to be reasonable.
You gain 1,050 gold and steal 3 legitimacy from Recultus. Unless we fail, which we very well could. Assign skill points for Amenmesse, which is beautiful.
Amenmesse.
For that final point
Golden
in
Horn.
shields up for the bodyguards, which is a looks like an activated ability. 50% missile parry, and then we lose some speed. Just get to yell shields. All cinematic like. I'm here for it.
Firstborn son.
I won't be able to though, because I'll explode your eardrums. Just know I would like to. Shout shields, not explode your eardrums. I'm thinking just more food. Grab the fishing port here. We'll worry about Shima and Hapa here as soon as our food is sorted. Sounds like I'm talking about the big flying bison every time. We need 2 workforce for the gold sifting operation. I'm gonna have prospectors out there sifting from gold. Okay, so Respa is actually in a different province, northern Nubia. Get rid of happiness, since no one needs that. I don't mind quashing rebellions. We need the extra experience. Here at the Dungle, we can go ahead and delete the influence building. And I'm going to go ahead and take out the water well as well. Chuckles. Influence, the other one is just giving us a little bit more bronze production. Interesting. Something we might want to look at once we have complete control, iron grip over the desert. We're going to be invaded constantly, but it'll be great to make sure our bronze is maximized as possible. Alright then. We swing on into Amenmesse, and we will end the turn. Civilization in... Oh no, Lower Egypt. Let's close again on where we're at. Let's check our killers area here. After that, we've got Death Walks the Land and the Invincible Foe, and luckily it's all up in Seti and Tazret's area. Oh no, it's actually Seti and Ramesses that are suffering from this the most. Interesting. Thank goodness we're the only civilization with 2 Tier 5 cult settlements. We need to keep it that way. This peasant's knocking around over here. We will snag the gold sifting operation.
Old Kush will
Or do we want
lead
to take it up to Tier 3 first? Let's do that first.
Glory
And Amenmesse, make it
Beckett.
all the way across the...
Rightful heir of Egypt.
Not. Here's what we're going to do then.
My time is now.
And is met. Oh, they would actually move with us. That should probably keep Nenetcha a little ways away from us. He's mustering though, so he's going to have 9 troops out of nowhere. Here's what we'll do.
Stay alert, brothers.
Go into ambush
Let's
here.
get going. Lay low, men.
Amenmesse's troops.
Ruler of all Egypt.
Bring them over and go into an ambush as well.
Rich beyond measure.
Rich beyond measure. Got lots of barter agreements kicked back in. Oh wait, he's not. This is why we keep track of how much movement we have.
War will separate the weak from the worthy.
What absolutely will. We appear to be the only one that is worthy. Our embezzling was successful, and so was our discrediting of Tazret. Awesome stuff. No hard feelings there, Tazret, right? We'll go ahead and assist you. Spend a bit of our ill-gotten gold.
The well-educated should always work together.
Oh, agreed. And might I say you are the most educated.
The struggle never ceases.
Struggle never ceases. Except for down here in the south, we're doing alright. We just need ourselves a new war.
Battle is my calling.
This is the way station. Or no, this is our monument. That's why it's giving us,
Power and pride.
might need one that's going to be giving us... So instead of the lookout post, we go for the economy building. We have one over here. Oh, here it is. So start moving towards then next. Bounce off this outpost. Keep moving
Reverence
towards
is
the
called for.
Shrine of Set.
The fire of Nubia.
You good sir. Supply your army, and we'll keep supplying these forts as well.
Off we go.
I don't mind dropping off a few
I'll
troops.
get there.
Drop off the slings and the tribesmen. Well, it's not a terrifying
my
reinforcement
enemies.
army. It's still one that's going to be scarier than most.
Make your name or die.
Let's grab more tribes and some
Strong
slings.
arms and stronger
Let's
stomachs.
just replace what we have been filling these forts up with. Strong arms and stronger stomachs.
I hear
Try
you
to
are
get these bars
practically
back up
made
again.
of gold, Amenmesse.
I am. He wants us to give him Respa. Looks like we're going to be no longer friends, are we? I'll give you a little bit more. Up to possibly 50 gold. Really? What about 50 gold and what else do you need? Also, take that crown off. Excuse me. Okay, we should walk up and smack this off his head. And then take his goodies. I'll give you not 115, but I would be willing to give you maybe 20. Ooh, hang on, 22? That point 1 is being difficult, is it? 30, and then 1 food. 1 stone. Well, that gets rid of the entire deal, does it? Good grief. Back in here, we'll go for 50, 30, and then like 1 bronze. There we are. Not very worth it, but it keeps our deal aflowing.
All right. That will do.
Until I need to karate chop you. For both wearing my crown and extorting me. Looks like our other barters are just gone. Such is the way. It's a Nocti and... because we had 2 going with Nubit at once. We're just going to leave as is. We were more claiming the settlement to claim it. Taking it up to tier 3 is, I mean, likely safe. We have just friends around us here, so swap to 3rd tier. If he sneaks past us in some way, I'm going to be very cross. There's also nothing I'm going to be able to do about it. 6 populations of the Bronze Workers District comes on in Thez.
Spirit and pride.
That's when the Teresh attack. Or at least some more Libu come on in. Kingdom is flourishing. Okay, so the Liusa has attacked my Dungle Oasis faction. We joined them. Fruit the Proficient is in effect. Charioteering is highly demanding. And not just for the charioteer, the chariot itself must be well made. The beasts which draw it must be calm. Only the best of all 3 have what it takes. Make certain we have the best. We have all the gold we need. Who did you declare war on? Some random Sea People's faction? Or just one of the other disparate Western tribes? Speaking of, here come the Libu. Alright, you will circle on back around there a minute, him. So bounce off the different outposts here. You'll just turn on around.
Glory beckons.
Both moving kind of simultaneously.
Battle is my calling.
We just need a minute to actually build up
Set
more
up
troops.
patrols.
You can go into march
The fire of Nubia. Hear me.
and lure
Hear
them
me.
on in.
Death
You just
to
need
my
new troops.
enemies.
So let's go for 1 more
I need
slings.
more blades. Are you strong enough?
2 more sets of slings, and
Line
then
up. Let me see.
one of these Libu axes.
You better have strong nerves.
2 turns for them.
Hard men for a hard.
Gross. Well, in that case, you've already got the chariot companions. Let's go ahead and give you the Kapesh guards.
Make your name or die.
Now we can go for Palace of Correspondence here. Actually start moving in to deal with Miam now.
I'll prove myself.
Same kind of
worthy.
strategy. Sehenesmet is going to
Prepare
surround
for
the
anything.
Egyptian fort. And then Amenmesse,
Ever
his
wise.
reinforcements are going to deal with the rest. Oh yes, you put all your elite into here.
Keep them
I have
trapped.
discovered your weakness.
Amenmesse.
Walked right across the water.
They cannot hide.
They cannot hide. He's got some pretty elite troops, some renowned Kushite archers, but his garrison is absolutely... What happened? They said damage the garrison, and they mean every single turn? They're destroyed. Let's go ahead and set up some towers. Let's go for maximum building. Take 2 turns to get all of this built on up, and we can go for maybe a battering ram as well.
They can starve
Doubtful we'll
them
need
by
it, but
alone.
Miam is now surrounded. And with this turn of events, I'm out of time for today. I have been at Space Was a Total War. Remember to leave a like for the light god and a sub for the sub on. I'll see you all in the next one.